Hey guys, how's it going? It's Hydro. In this video, I'll be sharing a really sick tech with you all, which I call the Hydro Bounce. I'm really excited to talk about it as it's something that I've been wanting to put out for a while now. Since I discovered this specific tech around the same time as the double swing overhead back in season 3.5, I first had to make a video on that before I could put this one out. Also, it did take me a while to get the hang of, so as I was gatekeeping this tech, I was also trying to get it to a consistent enough level to showcase it properly to you all. I'll be breaking down this tech in the usual format, talking about the setup and execution, what it is and its application, and lastly how viable it is for Spidey in the meta. Feel free to bounce around with the timestamps if needed. With that all said, let's get right into it. The Hydro Bounce is used during the double swing overhead, so all of the binds and the combo steps are identical. I would really encourage watching the video that I made on the double swing overhead if you don't know how to do it already. If not, no worries, here's a quick clip of the setup and execution to do it. So, like I just said, the setup to pull this off is identical to the Hydro combo. Make sure hold to swing is turned on, bind simple swing to scroll wheel up or down, and lastly, bind your primary attack to a key you can comfortably hold down. I personally use caps as I find it to be the best for input buffering. The combo notation of the double swing overhead goes like this: uppercut, manual swing, tracer, simple swing, overhead. The only additional bind that I would add that might be helpful for this tech is binding your secondary jump key to scroll wheel up or down, whichever direction you're not using for simple swing. The reason why I suggest using scroll wheel and not just the spacebar for this tech is that for max speed, clicking the spacebar in precise intervals is harder for me personally than just flicking my scroll wheel up or down. And since jump timing is really important for this tech, I use scroll wheel to worry about it less. I also know that many Spideys already use scroll wheel jumping for wall gliding, so hopefully this setup doesn't affect your keybinds too much. Now, you still may be wondering, what even is the Hydro Bounce and what is it used for? As many Spideys know, you get a double jump after you uppercut, but you also have access to a double jump after you swing on something. If you combine these two facts with a double swing overhead sequence, you'll find that you actually get access to two double jumps, since you both uppercut and simple swing during the combo. If you double jump as you tracer, and also double jump as you overhead, you'll have executed this tech. And since jumping doesn't make this combo take longer, you're essentially combining the raw speed of the double swing overhead with the evasiveness, chase down, and height gain of the Hydro Bounce, which I'll explain now. Depending on which direction you jump, the Hydro Bounce actually gives you different advantages and properties. For example, if you do 2 consecutive forward jumps, you'll have the ability to chase down faster characters or even follow certain movement abilities. If you do 2 side-to-side jumps, you'll become extremely evasive and will be able to dodge strong CC abilities or high damage attacks. If you do 2 neutral jumps, you'll gain a lot of height and will be able to confirm kills on elevated targets that you wouldn't normally be able to. I'm one bug his system couldn't beat. If you do a backward then forward jump, it gives you a mix of elevation and evasiveness, allowing you to avoid close range damage like certain melee attacks or abilities, or being able to move into someone's blind spot as they turn around. The thing that I love so much about this tech is how versatile it is. Part of the satisfaction and fun of playing Spidey is choosing the right combo in the right situation. It's been really fun seeing how each jump sequence applies to certain scenarios and succeeds with the right requirements. I've genuinely had some of the most fun on this character just trying to predict what my opponent will do next, and then successfully hitting the right jump sequence on that prediction. So now let's talk about the viability and the potential drawbacks of the Hydro Bounce. The main thing that I think will gatekeep this tech initially for most players is the execution requirement, which is unfortunately consistent with playing this character. Spider-Man is just a hard hero in general to use with an almost infinite skill ceiling. But while this tech isn't easy to do when you first learn it, with time it's definitely able to be used in real games, which I've already shown. As with all things, it just requires some consistent practice. I also really like how this tech isn't frame perfect, like perfect swing canceling, since even if you do the hydro bounce slow, you'll still get all of the same jump properties and the full combo will still come out. One thing to note is that since you're using both of your available double jumps in this combo, you can't really change direction or regain height with a jump after you overhead until you either touch the ground or swing, which can be situationally disadvantageous. However, by that same principle, you actually get access to 2 consecutive overheads without needing to jump, since you get an overhead from your last double jump and an overhead from your simple swing. So on the other hand, this can be situationally advantageous with proper spacing, since you can overhead into another overhead. Lastly, some might argue that all of the sequences in the hydro bounce can be substituted with other easier combos or tech that do the same thing. For example, flash stepping instead of the side-to-side jump sequence, zipping or swinging for chase down and elevation instead of the forward or neutral jump sequences, etc. However, while that is technically true and those alternatives are easier to do, they aren't true substitutes and lose out to the hydro bounce in different ways. What I mean is that no other combo sequence combines speed, damage, and versatility all together like the hydro bounce, and to be honest, it looks super cool to hit. So in conclusion, I believe that if you're able to do this tech consistently, it's one of Spidey's most fun, versatile, and adaptable combos. I don't believe that this will be mainstream for a while due to the higher execution requirement, which I said earlier, but when more Spideys can consistently do the double swing overhead, the hydro bounce is a must-add tech to that combo. So my answer to whether or not this tech is viable is a definite yes. But if you feel differently, feel free to drop a comment down below and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. So that's the hydro bounce. Thanks so much for sticking all the way to the end of this video, and I really hope that you were able to take away something useful from it, even if you don't end up using this tech. If you liked this video and enjoyed watching, feel free to drop a like and subscribe, as it really helps and encourages me to keep putting out content like this. And if you have any questions about tech or playing Spidey, drop a comment down below and I'll be sure to check it out. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay sticky.